Today I'm going to show you how to make this very simple dress. No pattern needed, and you can make it for any size doll. So let's get started, and I will show you the things you will need. You will need the doll you want to make the dress for. So I'm going to be making it for her. You're going to need a washable marker, scissors, elastic, ribbon, fabric, sewing pins, a measuring tape, and your sewing machine. Okay, the first thing I want to do is measure how long I want the dress to be on this doll, and I'm going to measure from under the armpits here. And I want the dress to be 5 inches, but I need to add half an inch to an inch to consider for the fold on the top here where my elastic is going to be encased, and at the bottom. So I'm going to add half an inch for each, for the top and the bottom. So I'm going to make I'm going to cut my fabric 6 inches long, and then the next measurement you want is to measure around your doll. And my doll measures 8 inches, and this measurement I'm going to double it. So I'm going to cut my piece of fabric 6 inches by 16. Okay, so here's my fabric, and it measures 6 by 16, and you can actually add more half an inch if you like it to be a double fold. I'm only going to do a single fold. I'm going to take this to my serger and just serge the edges on the top and the bottom, because I'm only going to do a single fold. But again, it's up to you however you like. If you wanted a cleaner looking seam, then you can just add another half an inch to your measurements. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I have, and now I'm ready to go ahead and fold this down, and I'm going to fold it about half an inch because that's what I added for the top here. And I also went ahead and cut my elastic already. I measured it around the doll, and that's going to fit perfectly in there. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this all across, pin it, take it to my sewing machine, and then sew a straight stitch at the bottom down here. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what it looks like after I've sewn it, and I sewed it right on top of where I did my serging, right at the edge. And then I took my elastic, and my elastic is going to fit perfectly. I didn't measure when I folded it, so I'm going to see if I did fold it over half an inch. And looks like I folded it a little bit over half an inch, but that's okay. So the next thing I will do, I'll just measure from the top over here to the bottom, and I want to make sure I fold it so it's 5, because that's how I want I want my dress to be. So I'm going to fold it about right here. I'm going to pin it and then take it to my sewing machine and sew a straight stitch across. Okay, so here it is. I have it all pinned and ready to take it to my sewing machine. I'm going to measure it just one more time just to make sure it measures 5, and it does. So now when I take it to my sewing machine, I'm going to sew a straight stitch across right on the edge here. So I'll be right back. Alright, so here's what it looks like at the bottom here. Now I'm ready to feed my elastic through. So I have my safety pin, and I'm going to go ahead and start feeding that through. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Now I'm going to put my right sides together. They're facing each other. And I'm going to go ahead and pin. Okay, now I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and sew a straight stitch across, and I'm also going to serge the edges here so they don't fray. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what it looks like, and now I'm ready to adjust my elastic, spread it out a little bit, and I'm going to bring my doll back here, And I'm gonna put it on her. I want this seam to be right on the center of her back. Now I'm going to bring my ribbon. Let me go, where's my ribbon? Okay, so here's my ribbon, and my ribbon is actually a scrap ribbon that I had, and it measures 21 inches long. So I'm going to fold this ribbon in half, and I'm going to cut it. Then I'm going to take a lighter here and burn the edges so they don't fray. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is attach my ribbon to the dress here, and I'm going to put one on this side. Okay, and I'm going to put the other one on the other side, right about there. Okay, then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew a square here on both of these, and I'll be right back and show you what that looks like. All right, guys, so here it is. I did the stitching just like that on both of the straps, and now we're ready to turn it right side out and put it on the doll. So I'm going to bring the doll back here. I'm just going to go ahead and tie it here on the back. So here's what she looks like with the dress on, and here's what it looks like at the back. You just tie a ribbon, and you can do many different types of dresses using this technique. For example, let me see if I made this dress is the exact same technique, but instead of adding a tie ribbon, I just did straps. And then I have a couple other dresses here. This is the tie type, but instead of just doing a plain fold under, I added some ruffled ribbon at the bottom. And here's another one that I did, and I added fabric at the bottom on this one's also a tie type. And then I did this other one for my daughter's Lavabella, which is a lot shorter, and I did this type of ribbon at the bottom, and I also made some bloomers for her as well. So like I said, it's a very easy dress. You can do many things with it, and you can make it for any size doll. Thank you guys for watching.